What's up, guys? Today in the shop we're going to talk about a little purchase that I made. I was looking around for a cart of some sort that I could just kind of tote around some air tools as I'm working on a hood or working on something like that. And you know, I checked Harbor Freight, all those other places that you'd normally look. And the cheapest one I was able to find was about $140. And then just scrolling across Facebook, I got a Temu advertisement, and they were selling this Airaj, A-I-R-A-J. Tool cart, 3 tiers with a drawer on casters with a pegboard side for $40 shipped to my house. Now, usually I don't put a lot of, faith in a $40 tool chest, but actually it was less than $40. It was like $38. Yeah, so this is just something that's going to be good for me to roll around the shop and just kind of hold my tools as I'm working next to a hood, next to a bumper, next to some doors, next to the front of a car. Holds all my Cleco fasteners, my Zeus tools for spring adjusters, all that kind of stuff that I've been just kind of setting on a chair, setting on the floor, setting on, you know, a block of wood that I'm using as a bench, or this, that, the other. So we're going to centralize, but I kind of just wanted to see and film what a $40 roll cart looks like, and if it's even worth getting, or if you should just save your money and not have anything. So we'll open it up and we'll see what's inside. Yeah, look pretty nice. They have a video of it being assembled. When you actually go to buy it and look on the link, I'll probably drop a link for it in there, and just so you can get one yourself if you had to. Alright, so first thing when we open up, all the casters are there. 2 straight, 2 swivels. They are probably the cheapest casters I've ever laid hands on. But they do have brakes, flip toggle brakes. They're super thin. They're like 16 gauge. I don't know if you can see this. It's like 16 gauge thick flanges. This is all stamped out 316. The wheels, they actually have pressed rivet pins, so I don't even see any bearings in there. So the caster is probably the first thing that is going to go on this thing, if I had to guess. Got hardware. They're all flange bolts and flange, like the flange style nuts. Maybe there's no lock washers, which would be good because I hate dealing with those things all the time. Here we go. Here's the drawer. Has a little tape measure on there. Good reference, I guess. The top has a little screwdriver holder, tool holder of sorts, and then the other side has the pegboard. And we got drawer slides. It also comes with the organizers to go in the drawer, so I think that this is set up that this will exactly, well, it's not going to be exact, not even close to exact. So there's going to be an open space in here too, which is fine. And it has a little thing of organizers. Here's the drawer assembly. No locking latch mechanism, so there's no, the drawers, well, it has an actual lock, but there's no way to keep the drawer secure. So that's another negative side on something that's cheap like this. That's it. Now looking at this, it's going to go together like any other Harbor Freight little tool cabinet. You notice 4 sides. You just put the 3 levels inside, and it looks like the drawer just pops in. So it'll be pretty quick and easy to put together. Keys for the lock. will say the packaging is pretty nice, I guess. Foam inserts on everything. There's no scratches. Everything that was powder coated. Didn't get any scratches. And another thing too is, I'm not sure if Temu is starting to have local supply warehouses, but I got this thing in like 3 days, 4 days. And on the actual listing, it says that it was a local supplier. So I don't know if they're starting to stock things like Amazon does or however. Usually I'm most definitely a buy USA type kind of thing, but for what I'm using this and for how cheap it was, I mean, I just had to try it out. At the end of the day, if it sucks, it'll just be a shelf and it won't move around. So 40 bucks is 40 bucks for all steel shelf, powder coated. That's good enough. So put this together. It looks like you only need 2 size tools. There's large screws and small screws, Phillips head and hex head. So be simple enough. Instructions. Let's see what we have here. Well, I'm going to get some tools and we will put this together. Okay, there it is, put together. It was really simple, didn't really have any issues. First, I guess thoughts is, yeah, it's a $40 cart. It is pretty light and flimsy, the casters suck, the drawers seems to be okay. But the thing I noticed first time is like when I move the cart, there's nothing even in the drawer yet, and it's already, it just wants to stay open. It's almost like it's tipped forward almost. So maybe I'll figure a way to just maybe put a little swing or something on there to keep it from opening, but I think it'll do okay for what we're doing. Like I said, we've got these little hooks on the side. Comes with the organizer trays. They all snap together, so it kind of keeps them together. So that's, I guess, a nice little feature. But yeah, that's it. Let's put some tools in it and see how it does with a little bit of weight. Okay, after I went through the shop today and kind of picked up all the little pieces of things that I think is going to go good in here, this is where I left off tool-wise. So on the bottom here, I've got like pliers, some pry bars, hammers, some basic gloves, files, some sanding blocks, some zip ties, just some random stuff I might need to hold together. This is all like measuring stuff, so I have squares, T-bevels, this is for tubing, for all the bender and stuff, all my scribes, angle finders, calipers. Over here is all my drill bits and stuff, so I've got like my countersink sets, drill bit sets, easy outs. This is all hole saws. This is actually a really good find. It was like, I don't even remember, I'll have to get a price, but it was an Amazon Basics ratcheting little T-handle thing, and this actually slides in and out, so it is adjustable lengthwise. This thing was like, I don't know, like $10, but it's actually been really awesome for getting into some tight spots with some small stuff. So yeah, it's a good find, just nice to keep it on there. And then my air tools on the top. It's got some hooks on the side. I didn't really put too much on it, just some, some tape and whatever else. Earlier, and in the drawers, I just have like, my rulers, my angle finders, a pair of scissors for cutting template paper. All this stuff is just like center punches, deburr tools, a little 90-degree drill piece, marking stuff, and then, a whole crap ton of like 1/8-inch drill bits, stuff that I use on the regular, taps and stuff like that. So this is going to be nice and mobile for me to get around. It's not too bulky, where like a big cart or anything like that. I mean, if you look at the actual height size of this thing, it's pretty short. Hand comparison, I think it's about 30 inches tall. Actually, I'll tell you exactly how tall it is. 30 inches, pretty close. It's about 30 inches tall with the casters on it, and 13.5 wide, 27.5-ish long. So it's pretty small, but it's going to be perfect for what I need it for, and it holds a lot of stuff. The only drawback I said earlier was when I moved it around, the drawer liked to swing open and stuff. So my little fix for that is I have a little magnet hook. If I put that right there, and it's pulled pretty hard to do that, but when I'm swinging the cart around now, the drawer won't fling open like it was. So easy fix, and I can hang something off there if I need to. So I will say for the $38 that I paid for this cart, well worth it.